And welcome back to the NeverBoard gaming community. We got more action from you from our Modern MTG Saturday event. Alex Brangan here again with Theo Caride. We have Josh Soto piloting Jeskai control, a more traditional Jeskai control build, I believe, against Soko with that colorless Eldrazi Serum powder deck that we saw recently.
Oh, is that the one that splashes red just for the spirits?
It doesn't splash red. It just plays the Simian Spirit guys just to get that, extra mana.
It's like a splash. It's just 4 cards.
But it doesn't play any red cards.
Exactly.
The deck doesn't play any red cards at all.
I said splashing the red for the mana.
You don't need red mana for anything in this deck, just to get an extra point of it. I don't know. I think this deck's really cool. I'm going to be probably piloting it myself pretty soon.
That should be interesting.
Yeah.
You think you're going to like it?
I think so. It's one that I had my eye on before I decided to just go ahead and invest in a completely different deck. But
Aren't you planning on building another deck too?
No. This is that other deck you were thinking of.
Ah, okay.
I have the box sitting in front of me for the viewers at home who don't know. Anyway, it looks like Soto is going to go ahead and mulligan his original hand away. This, by the way, is Moses' brother. He is related to Moses Soto, who you've seen in at least one previous video. I don't know how many he's been on the channel yet, but both the brothers play
Look
Magic.
at that hand. I'm glad that he's letting us see it. Ah, that seems interesting.
Yeah, he's got the Serum powder already if he decides he wants to mulligan. He decided not to. He decided to keep it because he's got a Temple, so he can just start going off.
Yeah.
Turn 1 Mimic into turn 2. Do you have a Matter Reshaper in there?
I don't recall. You'd have to reflare it.
I'm pretty sure I saw a Temple.
Oh, I see a mana leak. I see this. What is this? Sphinx's Revelation?
Yeah, Sphinx's Revelation. He's going to go ahead and keep this, but I don't know if he should. I only see like 2 lands.
Yeah. Looks like 2
Yeah, he does have the Temple. Yep, turn 1 Mimic. There it is.
Yep, there's
That's
the
the
mimic.
play. That's the reason you keep that and don't bother mulliganing away, even if you have the Serum powder in this situation. I wish I could see what land Soto played just now. This is a bad habit I used to do, just shuffling my hand in front of my land so I can see. Oh, he's got a Colonnade. That's what it is.
Is that a full art?
Yeah, that's a Full Art Wastes. It's
Nice.
it's a promotional Full Art Wastes.
Interesting. That must be a pretty penny.
Yeah, those are Hootie Hoos, the owner of the shop. Soko, of course, the general manager of NeverBoard.
Yeah.
He's been in most of these commentary videos with me, not all of them.
What's that one?
That's Seagate Wreckage.
Ah, is that the one? You draw a card if you have no cards in hand?
Yeah, it's a foil Seagate Wreckage too. Very nice looking.
He put some money into this. Oh.
There's the Matter Reshaper. Oh, but it's going to run right into a mana leak.
Yep. See, I don't know if I'll be okay with the wrecker being on the field. I mean, he puts him on a turn, but it depends on what he has in hand. What's he gonna do for his turn 3?
I guess you're thinking you're respecting the Ghost Quarter or Field of Ruin a little too much.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that is true. Waste. I like it and I don't like it. Ooh,
There's a
another
second
one.
Seagate Wreckage. So now he's up to 5 mana if he's got the Reality Shaper, but I don't think he does. He's just going to go ahead and run out the Serum powder, but that's going to get countered as well.
What's power do?
It just taps to add a Colorless, but if you have it in your opening hand and you choose to mulligan, you can just exile your hand and draw that many cards again. This is really potent in this deck because you can exile a hand that has Eternal Scourge in it and still be able to cast the Eternal Scourge.
Interesting.
Anyway, Josh Soto now getting to untap with 3 lands, but I think he might be stuck here. Because I believe I only saw 2 lands in his opening hand. He may have top decked the second Celestial Colonnade, and that's how he got to it.
Oh, there's a Gideon.
He does have Gideon in the Trials, though, so he is going to be able to protect himself unless Soko has a Reality Smasher.
That's gonna hurt a lot.
Going to go ahead and fog this Eldrazi Mimic.
Now, what's the ability? The first ability, is it just the creature or is it the power?
It's the what are you asking?
The +1 for the Gideon, because I've never played the Gideon.
Let me go ahead and read the exact ability. +1 until your next turn. Prevent all damage target permanent would deal.
So it's the permanent. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Oh, there
there's
is
a
Reality Smasher. Yeah, so that Gideon's going to go down.
Yep, definitely.
But does Soko see the play? Because he pointed to the Eldrazi Mimic, which does technically trigger, but it can't deal any damage right now.
Mm-hmm. But that one definitely can.
Yeah. So the Reality Smasher is going to swing at Gideon, which is correct, and he's
Yep.
going to leave the Mimic at home.
Yeah.
So, okay, he did see it.
Yep. Temporarily becomes a 5/5, and that's all.
Gonna have to leave it behind as a blocker.
Yeah, sometimes you have to just need a blocker, man.
A blocker against a control deck?
Hey, you never can tell. You don't know what he's doing.
Whoops, that's a text that needs to be dismissed. The perils of the perils
So
of using
9?
a phone life counter.
So he's at 9 now?
Why is he at 9?
That seems... Why is he at 9? He's only swung him twice. Shock. Okay, they're fixing it.
Yeah.
Okay, because that just looked really weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say he hit the Gideon, not Josh's face.
Yeah. That's 2, 4...
He's been hit by this Eldrazi Mimic 3 times, and the Reality Smasher came down and killed Gideon.
Yeah, okay.
Past the turn, no land drop for Josh.
Maybe he has a path. And he's keeping cards in hand so he can sacrifice it for the Reality Smasher? I mean, that is a play.
I mean, that is a play, but like he's been stuck on 3 lands, though. He is actually mana screwed. He's not bluffing on that.
There's 2. What's he doing?
Tapping 2 for Snapcaster, just to block the Eldrazi Mimic, maybe.
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't do that because you can keep it away.
That's really the only play he's got. It does, yeah, it does stop damage in the long run. So now he does go to 9.
Yeah. No path. I'm a little disappointed. I was expecting a path.
Soko's follow-up here going to be another Serum Powder. He'll tap 2 for... Oh, 3, excuse me, for Eternal Scourge, and then play his last card, a Scavenger Grounds. So he will be able to exile Josh Soto's graveyard at his leisure. Not at this exact second, but...
Yeah, and he has no cards in hand, right? So now he can start drawing 2 cards a turn.
That's true with the well, 1 card a turn, because you got to pay into the Seagate Wreckage.
Yeah. 1 extra card, plus the 1 from the top deck.
He needs 1 more land to be able to, or 2 more lands, excuse me, to be able to do both.
Oh.
I don't know what he just drew, but I think he likes it.
He's kicking it sideways.
Scourge and Reality Smasher coming in, but Soto has an answer. Flashing in Spell Queller to chump block now.
That's interesting.
Not very many good targets for Spell Queller. Well, there are a few, I guess.
I was going to say, there's quite a few you could do.
I mean, yeah, I keep forgetting that it goes up to 4, right? Because it can hit anything that costs 4 or less. I believe.
Is it 4 or less or 3 or less? It might be 4 or less.
Spell
have to
Queller.
look it up. I'm pretty sure
it's 4 or less, yeah.
It's 4 or less. Okay, I'm pretty sure that Eldrazi's definitely have it for this one.
So with 4 or less, it's a lot better. I like having the ability to exile a Thought-Knot Seer.
That is exactly what I was thinking just now. That's funny how you mentioned that.
Well, can Josh Soto go land Supreme Verdict, or is it game over? He does find a land. It's an Arid Mesa.
I don't care. I'll crack it and do it.
Not often you see Arid Mesa in Jeskai control decks, but I've played it before.
I play them as at least a 2 or 3 of.
You usually want to have just blue ones, because most of the time you want enough blue to cast the cryptic commands.
Those get me the blue dual land, so it's all good.
Technically, but they don't get you basic islands though, and there's sometimes where you just want to have a basic island.
That's a sad truth. I mean, in my Jeskai, I normally run 5 basics, sometimes 6.
I've got 5 in the one that we built last week.
Oh, really?
3 island, 1 plains, 1 mountain.
See, normally I do 3 islands, 1 plains, and 1 mountain.
That's what I did. That's what I just said.
But there's other times where I increase it and play a little bit more and play 6 basics.
Oh, Soto living dangerously, going to 1 to get that untapped shock land. Soko, I believe, declared combat here, so we're probably going to see Cryptic tap your team, draw.
Yeah. You can Cryptic, draw.
I think he got another Gideon off of that.
God, man,
or some white bordered card, maybe.
But going to 1, oh man, that's harsh, especially going against a creature-based deck.
Yeah, but fortunately for Josh, Soko does not run Lightning Bolts. He can't just go Simian Spirit Guide Lightning Bolt here.
I would find that so funny if he did. There's no Colorless deal damage spell?
There's a couple. Well, there's... No, actually, there's Walking Ballista, yeah. He does have Walking Ballista.
He could play that. Be like, deal 1, Walking Ballista for 2, Chalice
of the Void for 2.
That's awesome. That takes care of all the lightning helixes, mana leaks. What else can he possibly? Snapcaster Mage. That's a lot of stuff.
He left mana up for Scavenger Grounds, but went ahead and tapped the Scavenger Grounds. So he's not going to be able to exile Josh's graveyard in case of Snapcasters. That might be a misplay here.
He can't cast Snapcaster.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Chalice to the Void. Yeah,
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all.
No. At this point, that card's practically dead unless he was playing Tarmogoyf and Jeskai. It's the only reason why it would matter, his graveyard.
It stops Snapcaster, stops Mana Leak, stops Lightning Helix.
Oh, not even, yeah.
Oh, that's the Planeswalker that Josh drew was a Jace the Mind Sculptor. Bolt going to take care of this Eternal Scourge here. Eternal Scourge should be...
Any path also.
Path targeting the Reality Smasher. He's got to discard another card. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be the Sphinx's Rev. Because he wants to hold on to that Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Sphinx's Reg is what's going to save him, though, because he's at 1. I don't know if I like that play.
Now, shouldn't that Eternal Scourge be an exile, actually? Because it did get targeted.
Which one?
Eternal Scourge.
Don't.
Yeah, when it becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, it should be exiled. So
Where'd he put it in the graveyard?
He put it in the graveyard.
Yeah, that definitely is
that's a mistake.
Yep, that's a mistake right there.
Because he should be able to cast it again.
I've never played the card, so I don't know. I would like to see what it says.
It says when this becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, exile Eternal Scourge.
Interesting.
But he does find another one and a Matter Reshaper, so not exactly relevant here. And Soto holding on tightly to this Jace the Mind Sculptor, but might not be able to land it safely.
I mean, what do you do at this point? I mean, if he gets rid of that...
If he bounces one, the other kills him. That's not going to do it. He's going to have to top deck another answer here. He does have Serum Visions, so maybe he...
He can't even fetch. That's what's sad, too.
Yeah, that fetch land, that Scalding Tarn is completely dead. So I don't think anything can save him here. I think he just got rid of the last bit of mana he needed. He needed a top deck Supreme Verdict here or lose.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's game. Yep.
Scoop phase has engaged. Soko going to take round 1.
Yep.
Extra Eternal Scourge or no extra Eternal Scourge?
I like Colorless, Eldrazi, and I don't like it at the same time, to be honest.
So what are the things you like about it and what are the things you don't like about it?
Well, I like that it makes a whole entire different way of looking at Magic, because instead of worrying about, your color base and everything, it's a very simple base. It's just non-basic lands to just produce anything. Because they're just plain, like waste and stuff like that, or you go with ghost quarters, anything that just produces colorless. So I like that aspect. The reason I don't like it at the same time is because I'm not a big fan of decks that's like, I'm going to cheat out a fat, big, giant creature on turn.
You're not a fan of Temple or Gemstone Caverns or City of Spirit Guide?
I'm cool. I love Spirit Guide. I wish that the Elven Spirit Guide was... gets reprinted so we can have
both of them? I don't think so.
Oh, man,
I think
that would be amazing.
That would get out of control very fast.
No.
That would be very bad for this meta.
I don't think so.
Super bad. Super bad. He's joking, folks. He's got the smile on his face right now. Like, yeah,
just a little smile.
Let me play broken legacy things in Modern.
It's not broken.
It's super broken. Fast mana is the most broken mechanic in Magic.
If it was so broken, there would be Storm in top 8 for every single position, from 1 to 8 for Legacy every
Storm
time.
has been consistently top 8ing.
No, I mean like
Opt got printed.
No, I'm saying like first place through 8th place should all be Storm if that was the case.
Okay, so you do know that one of the recent, I forget whether it was a GP or that's some Grafdigger's Cages, a Pithing Needle. I couldn't see what that 4th card was, but he took out Dismembers. Yeah, Soko took out Dismembers to put those in, which makes sense to my logic. But yeah, Storm. You do know one of the recent, I forget whether it was a Modern Open or like a Modern GP, where the 2nd and 3rd place decks were both Storm?
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that may have been Dallas, the one that Green-Red Ponzo won.
Hey, look, and it wasn't a Storm deck that won.
Yeah, and, well, you and I both agree, because I played that Ponzo deck, and I hated it. Like
I don't know how it won.
I could not figure out how this thing won. I guess it just got some lucky top decks or something.
It must have, because we were both looking at it, especially in the meta that you play in at this shop.
Yeah, it's aggro.
It's way too much aggro at the shop for you to be having even an opportunity to doing what that deck did.
And back when the meta was mostly just Tron and control decks and a few mid-range decks, yeah, Blood Moon was the best thing to play. But now that we've got a lot more people playing things like Humans and Merfolk, and we've started to see...
Blood Moon still gets around, Blood Moon, having Blood Moon against humans, it hurts them hardcore.
It can if they first of all if they don't like block it with Meddling Mage or steal it with Kitesail Freebooter or just have Ether Vial and Noble Hierarch and don't care about the fact that their lands are red anymore.
These are all true statements.
They've got so many different ways around it. It's practically irrelevant.
Well, let's see. Start round 2.
Mind you, I've beaten a humans deck before with a Ponza deck, but that wasn't a straight Ponza deck. That was the old version before Bloodbraid Elf got unbanned, when I was still running.
I don't think Bloodbraid Elf should be in Ponza. I think it's too many things that you want to cast, and there's too many small things to be cast with the Bloodbraid for the Cascade.
I mean, this sounds like a volcanic fire take, but I kind of agree with you here, because this is a sort of deck that if you want to run Bloodbraid Elf in it, you have to be running a lot of 3-drops.
Not so much of 3-drops, just better 1s and 2-drops. And all your 1-drops are mostly just land ramp.
No, because that's what I was doing anyway before Bloodbraid Elf got unbanned. But I also still had room for a lot of the good 4-drops like Chameleon Colossus and Chandra.
Fair enough.
Whereas this new version of the deck, now that Bloodbraid Elf is unbanned, it's like, oh, well, you have to go for the high upside. Being able to cast 2 spells is being able to make that better than being able to cast 1. But most of the time, the second spell you get is going to be, well, not most of the time, but it seems like 40 to 50% of the time, the spell you cascade off the top is going to be, oh, look, a Utopia Sprawl. Oh, look, a Birds of Paradise.
Yep, Manador, turn 1.
It just feels so bad. Anyway, Soko is going to go ahead and mold a 6. Let's see if this new hand is better. Unfortunately, he did not find a Serum Powder, so he had to take a regular mulligan. We have not seen the Serum Powder come through for him yet.
He had the opportunity to do it in the last game, and he chose not to, right?
Yeah, he chose not to because he had that turn 1 Eldrazi Mimic play, which is so strong.
He did keep the hand, though.
Yeah, keep him at 6. Josh Soto going to lead off with a Celestial Colonnade. Soko has a Cavern of Souls, naming Eldrazi. That's interesting.
I mean, he doesn't want shit countered.
Yeah. See, players make this mistake all the time with Serum Visions. You have to fetch first. I know the instinct is to leave the fetch land there, wait until the opponent's end step, and then fetch it to get a tap land.
I agree, because you're definitely getting more value out of it, because you're deck thinning, you're increasing your chances of what you're getting. Okay, or you're scrying into.
It's not about deck thinning so much. The deck thinning aspect is almost irrelevant in terms of statistics. It's about the fact that you don't shuffle away the things you keep on top.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would rather fetch first.
Yeah, you fetch first, so that you don't shuffle away the things you keep on top.
Exactly. I mean, he may have just not liked it. That's why he's doing it.
No, he's probably doing it out of rote. I've seen a lot of players do this, where they'll draw a card, and that's basically all they'll get out of Serum Visions, is just they traded a card for a card. And they don't get to see their next play. You really gotta be braver about this, control players, is you want to get that untapped land, even if it does cost you 2 life to fix your mana. You want to be able to stack your next play. Give yourself the option to do that. Yes, sometimes you're going to see 2 cards you don't like with Serum Visions and bear them both on the bottom. But if you see even just 1 card that you like, that's a Stony Silence.
Is that Stony Silence?
Yeah, that's going to shut off the Smuggler's Copter.
Oh, that's a complete hoser for that.
I like it. I mean, it also shuts off the Serum Powder too. It doesn't let it tap for mana.
I feel like we should talk to him about moving where that life total is so we can see some of these cards better.
No, because if you move it lower, then the NeverBoard logo is just going to cover it up.
Yeah, but the NeverBoard logo on the side.
Well, we'll talk to them about that later. Yeah. We're still in the early stages. We're still improving these videos. We're still making mistakes.
True.
But yeah, you want to be able to stack your next play. Even if you just see 1 card off of the Serum Vision Scry, you don't want to have to be forced to shuffle that away just because you chose not to lose life. Even against an aggro deck,
Looks
this is still the play.
Looks like he's reading his card to his opponent to make sure that he knows what it is.
Josh gonna fetch.
Yep.
Yeah, Stony Silence only holds down artifacts, not Eldrazi. What about Matter Shaper?
His wording, is it a...
when it dies.
When it dies or when it gets removed from the battlefield?
When it dies.
So it has to die. If I exile it,
if you path to exile, it's not going to trigger.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I think that's what he was explaining.
Mind you, they still
explaining earlier.
Maybe I don't know if he was explaining that or explaining something else.
Because it looked like he was reading the card to Josh, just so Josh knew. Because Josh,
I don't think that's what it was. Because Soko told me about this play. I think what it was, he was trying to get a ruling about whether the Smuggler's Copter crew ability was intrinsic to Smuggler's Copter and not the creature. And
no, entirely.
And it totally is. Stony Silence does stop.
Entirely. It stops it stops that completely.
I think he was just looking to get that ruling, and he was just pointing to Matter Reshaper saying, hey, is Matter Reshaper getting this ability, or is it Copter? And it's the Copter.
Definitely the Copter on that one.
Josh going to lightning bolt this Matter Reshaper. Let's see
And
the top
let's see what it
card.
reveals.
It's
a land.
A Gemstone Caverns. Okay. So,
I mean, land ramp, that's one way of doing it.
So some extra gas for Soko. He's already got another Temple in his hand. He's going to play it right now.
Reality Smasher? That would be nice.
He can play Endbringer if he's got that in his deck right now.
Yeah, I think the Endbreaker would probably be a better card.
He does have Basilisk Collars in the sideboard, but he did not board them in.
What is that?
That's Eternal Scourge.
Super foily. It looks, I can't hardly see it.
And a second Eternal Scourge? Yes.
Yes.
2 of them. 2. Dos.
Nice. What do you do?
Crack a Field of Ruin, apparently. Get that Cavern of Souls out of there.
Yeah, so you can start countering stuff.
That's what you do. You unlock the counter spells.
Who put their fingers in the board?
That might be Bobby.
Darn it, Bobby, why are you doing that?
It's either Bobby or Tom.
I'm going to guess Bobby. I can barely see flip-flops in the corner. Normally he's wearing flip-flops when he's here.
Who wears flip-flops to work?
Yeah, right. I mean, if I was
Tell all your friends.
if I was allowed to wear flip-flops to work, the ones I got right now feel amazing.
Scalding Tarn.
I guess he's verifying that he can't activate that ability.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're asking right now.
Well, yeah, this is okay. I knew this came up before because Soko asked me later on.
Yeah, so
not at this
figure it
event,
out.
but on another day where I met him, like, hey, is crew intrinsic to the artifact? And it absolutely
Yeah,
is.
absolutely.
Supreme Verdict going to take care of both of those. Yep.
Now, do they get exiled?
No, those don't get exiled. They
Yeah.
actually do go to the graveyard this time
Okay.
because it's a non-targeting ability.
Okay.
Non-targeting spell, I
Because
should
we
say.
saw last time he didn't put it on the exile.
Yeah. It ended up not mattering, but yeah, you got
We should mention that to him the next time we actually
Yeah.
speak to him.
Make
Just to
sure, yeah.
he
If it gets
reads the
bolted,
card.
it goes to exile
Yeah.
before the bolt even resolves. Technically, the bolt gets countered because the target's gone.
Oh,
That's a
sounds
Thought-Knot Seer.
That's a good card.
Strong play against a control deck every single time.
He's fetching in response.
Yeah, does he have the Ceremonious Rejection? That'd be huge. He's gonna shock himself.
Definitely shocking.
Probably getting a Steam Vents here because he only has the 1 red source.
Oh, what's that new card that's going to be coming out soon that it's going to make so lands don't produce double or 2 mana?
He's gonna get a Sacred Foundry. Okay, so this is not going to be a Ceremonious Rejection. The card's called Damping Sphere. Everybody's been talking about it. This is the most sought-after card in Dominaria right now.
I think it's going to make a good impact. Ooh, look, there's the path.
Path to Exile. Okay, so now he's going to draw a card first, and then the Thought-Knot Seer will trigger with its ETB.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's going to draw a card first, and then after Soko finishes getting his wastes, he's going to pick a card out of Josh's hand, and it will be exiled.
I'm going to say from that hand, what is that, Lightning Helix?
It's Lightning Helix, Snapcaster Mage, and Cryptic Command.
Cryptic. I personally would choose the Cryptic, but I don't know what he's going to pick.
It's an exile, so whatever he picks can't be brought back.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I would pick the Cryptic because then Soko can just play cards that he wants and doesn't have to worry about counter.
I don't know. I'd still take the Snapcaster here just to turn off the eventual Snapcaster Supreme Verdict play. But he's going to take the Cryptic.
Oh, exile.
Exile. Don't put it in your graveyard. There you go.
Good boy. Good boy.
This matters. This matters in this.
Yeah, entirely,
matchup.
especially with a Snapcaster in hand. That definitely matters.
We've seen players in Standard get lazy like that, like exile, please. We don't want you bringing that back with a Scarab God. And they go, aw.
We should really just like mark everything, have play mats of where stuff goes so people can't mess up. That's gonna
The cards themselves say it. The cards themselves say exile or destroy.
I know that, but some people don't know how to RTFC.
They don't.
Okay? So...
Did he just exile a Simian Spirit Guide to activate this Blinkmoth Nexus?
He did. Wow.
Soko, what are you doing, man?
I thought I was seeing things. I'm like, what?
I mean, okay, you gotta make some use of this card, I guess, because you can't hardcast him, but
I would
still.
wait until I have another one in my hand, exile one to hardcast one, just so I have a 2/2.
Right on cue, Josh Soto finds another Celestial Colonnade. He's gonna pass the turn.
Oh, God.
Soko living almost off the top deck. I don't remember if he has a Seagate Wreckage or not, and that Smuggler's Copter is shut off. Not gonna fly today.
Still needs to empty out his hand before he can even activate the land anyway. to draw more cards.
Well, obviously. Let's see what he got here. Is it a third Eternal Scourge? It is.
It is. How many does he play?
4.
Oh, God.
Why wouldn't you? You're running 4 Serum Batters.
Good point. I'm curious on what the other card is in his hand. Oh, he's finally going to play it.
Mattery Shaper.
Okay.
That's a good safe card to play.
Yeah, definitely, because it lives through the rafts. Well, not lives, but it gets him card advantage for the rafts.
Soto's got a Snapcaster in his hand, but no counter spells in his grave. He does have Path,
He
though.
does have Path. I was going to say, he could definitely Path. Oh, I see Lightning Helix.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and Lightning Helix the
Helix.
Scourge.
Scourge.
So that should be exiled.
Hey, he remembered this time.
He remembered, but he should not have been gaining the 3 life. That's actually a mistake. Because the Lightning Helix gets countered.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have to read it.
When Eternal Scourge becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, exile Eternal Scourge.
Okay, so he doesn't get the life then.
He doesn't get the life. The Lightning Helix
so
should be countered.
it's just like Phantasmal Image. Whenever it gets targeted, it goes away.
It's exactly like Phantasmal
Okay,
Image.
so yeah, definitely should not have gained the life then.
You should not have gained the life. That was actually a mistake. It was not caught. I apologize.
Yeah.
We all apologize here. We get these rulings wrong sometimes. Well, we don't get the rulings wrong, but we should have a judge watching these games, honestly, because we've actually gotten comments before on previous matches where people were like, you can't let these things happen. These things just don't happen on professional streams. And unfortunately, this is not a competitive REL event, and we don't have an official judge here. But we do need to start having a judge watch these,
or at least someone that we deem to know the rules better than the people playing. Apparently,
Soto going to activate his Colonnade and swing in with that, and the Snapcaster are going to take Soko to 14. Technically, we should be tied at 14, but unfortunately. So here comes that Eternal Scourge again.
Right now about that. Oh.
The same one that got exiled before.
Mm-hmm.
And another Mattery Shaper. This one's a shiny one.
He can find those for days.
These 2 creatures are starting to get very familiar.
Yep.
Josh only finding a basic island off his top deck. Probably going to activate this Colonnade again and try and get some more damage.
What is the card that is in his hand, though?
I don't know.
I'm a little curious on that now. Yeah, just take the 4.
He's flashing Lightning Helix.
Yeah.
He's been refusing to tap that Sacred Foundry for some reason. I don't know why. He usually want to keep double blue up to at least bluff the Logic Knot.
I don't know if he plays Logic Knot. We haven't seen one yet.
We haven't seen one yet. That's interesting.
So he might not have them.
Even so, you still bluff it.
Oh, there goes the activation.
Blinkmoth Nexus going to come on.
I don't know why you're activating that, because that thing flies. You can easily block a 4/4 to the face. Lightning Bolt? Yep, Lightning Bolt.
So that Eternal Scourge is going to get exiled all over again.
And we get the block on that.
Yeah, Snapcaster going to trade with the Mattery Shaper, revealing
a
Grafdigger's Cage. Oh, so that's going to turn off the Snapcasters.
Yeah.
Blinkmoth is going to connect for 1. Did they miss it?
Yeah.
They missed the Blinkmoth connecting. So again, another life total mistake. Josh should be at 13 right now. Instead, he's at 17.
They need to be more aware of
we,
that.
We got to watch the life totals, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, definitely at 13. If Soko was here, I would tell him that he needs to watch his life total more.
I don't think either of these players knew the interaction between Helix and
that one, but at least for the 1 point right now.
That was a mistake, but this 1 point should have been caught.
Yeah, definitely should have.
Yeah. This isn't a lack of knowledge problem. This is a lack of maintaining the game. Now they fixed it.
Oh, they fixed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now they just.
Now he's taking the damage from Colonnade is what's happening here.
Yeah. Okay.
So they fixed that damage, but Josh should be at 13 right now because that 1 Helix was countered.
Yes, I agree.
Mutavault.
Mutavault's good.
Not a bad thing to see right now at all. Scourge going to crack in. Take Josh to what should officially be 10.
Why isn't he attacking with the? I guess now he's gonna realize that he can block with a flyer.
You need 5 mana to activate the flyer.
No, not him. I'm talking about.
Oh, the Blinkmoth Nexus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna.
I think he finally realized that he can block with a 1/1.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, there it is.
Now that he's got the Mutavault, he doesn't need the Blinkmoth to add some extra offense. Now he can race.
I don't know. 6 life to
he would be winning this race if he had
Yeah.
If he had known about the Helix problem, because that would be a 2-turn clock instead of a 3.
Yeah, I mean, technically this should be at 10.
Yeah,
not
and he's going to be
13.
swinging for 5 here with this mutable activation.
Yeah.
But first he's going to play a Thought-Knot Seer.
That's a good card.
It's a Plains. No, yeah.
He's been bluffing this whole time. He's land flooded. And he's revealing it so his opponent knows.
Yeah, you have to reveal it. Yeah. Mutavault engage, going to take Josh to what should officially be 5, but instead will appear to be 8.
He could theoretically still win, because if he doesn't get a Wrath right now, he's going to kill him.
Yeah, because this is still 9 on board.
Yeah, so though it's a much closer race than what Soko knows.
Yeah. Oh, Josh found something.
Serum Visions?
Serum Visions.
Yep. Draw into something? I don't know what he's drawing into.
It doesn't matter what the scry is. He needs something
right
now.
The scry doesn't matter. I mean, he might not attack and just hold it as a blocker so he can block the Thought-Knot Seer.
That's very true.
And then he might
draw another
draw
card.
Whatever he wants, yeah. Just depends if he leaves it.
Sako's showing the only card in his hand, which is a useless Simian Spirit Guide.
That's not useless. He can activate a Mutavault.
He can.
We know these are not useless cards, sir.
Oh no, Josh found an island, and he played it. That's a mistake. He should have played the plains that he showed Soko before.
Yeah, because now Soko knows that he has a
now
plains.
there's no bluff.
Yep, no bluff. Ladies and gentlemen, always bluff if you can. Just make sure you're not cheating when you do it.
He's not cheating. They just honestly did not know the ruling with Lightning Helix.
Oh, no, I know that. I'm talking about...
I think Soko just top deck Reality Smasher. I think this is going to be game.
Is that GG?
I think so.
Oh, let's see. 1.
Activating Mutavault?
Mutavault. Tapping the rest of it to get... Nope.
No, he's not going to play the Reality Smasher. He's just going to come all in. Josh activating one of his colonnades.
He has to.
Probably going to trade with his Thought-Knot Seer here to draw a card and avoid as much damage as possible.
That's the best way to do it.
This should be game over. The only reason it isn't is because at 3.
Yeah, which is the 3 life from
the 3 life from the Lightning Helix that he should not have gained.
More. Yep. Yeah. So that would have been game right there.
That would have been game right there. Yeah. Soko got this one stolen from him. I feel really bad.
No, I think does he win this one or no?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Let's see. I mean,
there's still one more turn.
Yeah. I mean, no, it shouldn't be any more turns. Let's be honest. That should have been dead.
That should be dead. I think Josh has a Cryptic Command in his hand. Oh, no, it's a Jace the Mind Sculptor. Jace the Mind Sculptor bouncing Eternal Scourge would buy him another turn, in fact. And it would leave him with just enough mana, I believe, to... No, actually, he couldn't activate his Colonnade if he played Jace.
Yeah, so he's going to get a free end, too.
He's going to crack his fetch land and go to 2. So
that's bad.
So now Mutavault will actually be able to kill him.
Yep. I mean, let's be honest. He's at -1 right now.
I think Jace Brainstorm is the play that he's going to make here.
Most likely to try getting a Wrath or something.
Not just an answer to the Scourge, but another answer to the Mutavault. A Wrath will not do it. He needs 2 removal spells.
Maybe Brainstorm into 2 paths or Lightning Bolt in a path.
Let's find out. It's 3 cards that he gets to see.
That's what I'm saying. And he has exactly 5 mana left over.
Yeah, so not enough to activate the Colonnade.
Not at all. Did he play his land for the turn too?
Actually, I can't remember. Oh yeah, that's Moses. Josh's brother Moses showing off his Jace tattoo. So there's the Brainstorm.
Yep, Brainstorm.
He found a path.
I see one path. What's the other one?
And a Detention Sphere.
Detention Sphere, oh, okay.
So yeah, he's got answers to both.
Depends if he casts the Detention Sphere right now.
I could have sworn I saw Soko top deck a Reality Smasher last turn. Now, why wouldn't he play it?
I don't know if he did top deck it. I mean, we don't know. We don't know. Let's
maybe it was a Serum Powder. Maybe I didn't get a good look at the art.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's really glary, so I'm having a hard time seeing it. I wish that they would put a counter on Jace so we know how many life points it has.
Now, here's the problem with Detention Sphere, though. If he does Detention Sphere the Eternal Scourge, Soko can just cast it again.
True. I'm not disagreeing with this.
So...
See, this is my problem with Planeswalkers. There are times where people do not put dice on it to notify how many loyalty it has.
Yeah, there are a lot of players who get loosey-goosey with
for me...
he does have Field of Ruin. Okay, so he does have enough mana to activate the Colonnade now.
But for me, if people don't do that, I'm going to say it's at 0, and it belongs in the graveyard. I've done it multiple times, because you can't tell me that it has points on it if I don't see a representation of those points.
Josh Soto electing not to activate his colonnade. I think he may have kept the path, and the Field of Ruin is going to be aimed straight at that Mutavault.
Well, let's see what happens. Maybe top decks Reality Smasher, casts it, and then wins, because that's 3 creatures. I mean, let's be honest, he should have won by now.
He should have won this game.
Yes. Go on, cast a Reality Smasher.
I think
Do
he's
we have
tapping.
it?
Yep, I think he's got it. He's got it.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, now it's game over.
Yep, GG. You can't survive.
Josh cannot remove all 3
You're
of
at
those.
-1 right now, Josh. You should be
You should be dead. You should not actually be alive.
Yeah, all this is just
Just let it go.
Oh, there's the trade for that.
The Mutavault's gone. He's going to get another land, and he's going to be able to path the Eternal Scourge because he can't hit the Reality Smasher. It'll just get countered if he does hit the Reality Smasher.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
That's still 5 damage. Josh is still dead. Josh was actually dead several turns ago.
Yeah.
All right, so the extra 3 life didn't matter. This moment of trepidation
should never have happened.
Should never have happened, but the right result was still arrived at one way or another, hook or crook, whatever old adage you want to use. Soko is going to sweep this match 2-0 over Josh Soto. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It's been Alex Brangan with Theo Caride, NeverBoard Gaming Community, Modern MTG Saturday. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.
Have a good one. See ya.